And it's showing that I'm live. Awesome. Well, hello, my boos, my loves, my friends, my family. Um, I am on my paranormal road trip, headed back home to Ohio right now. And I should have brought my sunglasses out of my car. What was I thinking? I definitely was not thinking. Um, right now I am at location number one. But here's the thing, it's not really a singular location. And because of that, I'm actually walking down the street. And let me silence my phone so you guys don't hear my phone beeping. Sorry about that. But I find myself right now in the heart of downtown Paintsville, Kentucky. From what I've been able to find on this place, it actually popped up that the whole town is actually known for hauntings. From the Ramada Inn with room 216, where there's a supposed woman that hangs out in there, to a woman, you can hear her with her high heels walking across the floor. Things levitate. Evidently, there's been reports of pots and pans being thrown in the kitchen. I mean, crazy. So, there's also reports of the SIP where you can still hear people performing. You know, phantom voices, apparitions. There's reports of, I'm trying to remember, okay, the elementary school. There's so much here. The elementary school. Hey, Darren, how are you? The elementary school, you can hear children running around and playing. Doors are slamming. There's so much in this town that I just decided to walk the main street. I'm actually right across from the SIP right now. Um, there's I believe it's the Methodist church where you can see Mrs. Mayo still kneeling and praying at the altar. And hey, Bridget, I'm doing pretty good, Darren. Going on about 4 hours of sleep, which is my norm. So I actually have to find somewhere with coffee. I had two small cups from the hotel, but so but Paintsville, evidently, the reason that it is haunted as a whole has actually been built on Indian burial grounds. There's mounds that you can still see throughout the city, like even the old library. And there's the SIP right behind me. Even the old library, from what I read, if you look on, well, I guess it would depend on what side you're looking at, but there's one side where it's still raised, and those are still part of the Indian burial grounds. When they built the library back then, they didn't really have like any care or consideration for what they were doing. Um, it wasn't until later when they really started paying attention. From what I understand, Paintsville was founded around 1834. There's even reports. There's the Stratford House, and supposedly the Stratford brother was killed Christmas Day. He was shot in his backyard and killed. I'm going to stand right here in the shade. It's so much cooler. It is freaking hot out right now. So there's so much here to see. There's so much to do. They've got such cute shops. Of course, it's Sunday, so everything's closed. They've even got like this amazing pizza place that I drove by, and I was like, oh my God, this looks like a place I would so go to. But like every square inch of Paintsville has some sort of significance historically and hauntingly as well. Like right here is a placard. I think I'm outside of the police station. I don't see a sign. I see a lot of like veteran monuments. It says out here the county was named in 1834 for Richard M. Johnson, native of Kentucky, U.S. Vice President in 1837 to 1841, U.S. Representative 1807 to 19, 1829 to 37, U.S. Senator from 1819 to 29, intimate of President Jackson, his tactics as Colonel of Kentucky Mounted Riflemen War of 1812, won the Battle of the Thames, earned him title Father of American Cavalry. Johnson was formed from parts Johnson was formed from parts of Lawrence, Floyd, and Morgan counties. Pretty interesting stuff here. This is one of the things that I absolutely love, is that you've got these hidden gems just tucked away in these hollers. There's actually another placard I wanted to take you guys up to. I'm trying to get down to it right now. I think this might be the police station I'm outside of. But they've got really cool veterans monuments out here I'm looking at. And this one is a war monument that I'm coming up to. It's a historical placard that's been erected. Yeah, it's Paintsville. I would like to say I'm hauling butt walking down here, but I'm not going to lie, guys. Running up and down the stairs at the hospital last night for 8 hours, my thighs are like, lady, you're kidding me right now, right? Okay, so this one is about the war on the Big Sandy. Um, and this is a Civil War battle. It says on mission to dislodge CSA from area, Colonel. Okay, so this goes back to Okay, so this is Garfield. Garfield's troops reached Paintsville on January 6th. So this is right before Middle Creek, you guys. And I took you to Middle Creek on, what was that? Friday. So, under threat of USA flank movement on left and rear, General Humphrey Marshall abandoned his strong breastworks here at Hager Hill. Moving to Middle Creek, he was overtaken on January 10th by a large USA force. After engagement, Marshall retreated to Virginia. So, really cool how this actually piggybacked on the Middle Creek battlefield that I did on Friday. Totally unintended, but everything always falls together. And you guys know how I love to bring things together. I love to piggyback. I'm taking a look at where I'm at. But even the Mayo Mansion, Mr. Mayo is said to still stand on the front porch, observing the town, watching his yard and his grounds. Yeah, in a way, I guess you would say it is very much like Gettysburg. It's a very small, quaint town. I mean, literally, here, let me flip my camera around because you guys can see that. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, if you see in the back, all the trees are raised, but that's actually the hills going up. So it's set down in between, and you've got hills that are peeking up over there and over here. So it's literally down kind of like a holler. Not really a holler, but you know what I mean. But yeah, but there's evidently a lot of burial mounds that are still present that you can still see. I drove around as much as I could, kind of looking for a coffee shop at the same time, not gonna lie. And supposedly there's between 3 and 5, I think I read. I might have my numbers wrong on that. Burial mounds that are still visible to that were not completely plowed down. There is the Stratford house. I mentioned the brother Stratford. Their house is actually built on a burial mound as well. Now, a lot of this is based on legend and rumor. There's actually, I read an article dating back to 2013 where an aspiring actor, I believe his name was Rick Roberts. I'll have to double check that name, but I think his name was Rick Roberts. He started doing ghost walks here in Paintsville. I do not know if those are still running. I couldn't verify that information. I did try, just so you guys know. But he digs deep into the history. Now, he said he himself had not witnessed or had any of the paranormal happen to him that has been rumored to go through the town. But the ghost tour that he does, and he'll do them for groups as small as 4, if he is still running these, is a 1.3 mile ghost walk where you hit the SIP, you hit the Stratford house. There's about 16 different locations from what I was reading on his ghost tour. It's a really quaint little place. It's quiet. Everything's closed. It's Sunday, so I'm not surprised. But if you ever get a chance to drive through and see Paintsville, I think I would definitely suggest doing that. And you know what? Maybe see if you can get room 216 at the Ramada Inn. See if the lady will come visit you. See if maybe you can get something levitate off your nightstand. Holy crap, it's bright. Yeah, definitely bringing my glasses for the next time I'm out of my car. But I do have a few more stops planned on the way. Don't get lost. No, hey, as long as Waze doesn't make me go in circles, Darren, I'll be fine. Can't always promise that because you guys know my luck with Waze. We made up a little bit, although I was pretty upset with how it rerouted me back into construction on Friday. So not cool. I thought it was rerouting me out and it just kept dumping me back in. But yeah, if you ever have a chance to come to Paintsville, I definitely suggest it. It's extremely cute and quaint. They still have the brick streets in certain areas that have not been paved over. You don't see those much anymore. But I'm going to jump off here. I'm waiting for this car to go so I can get to my car. Oh, wouldn't you know, I was actually right across the street from the elementary school. I just realized that. But yeah, the elementary school has all kinds of reports of children running in the halls. You can hear laughing, you can hear arguing, doors are slamming. I think there was even a report of shadow play, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. It seems almost like the stuff that happens here, it's verified but not verified. It's definitely interesting. But I mean, if anything, like I said, come on down, get a room at the Ramada. See if you have anything levitate on you. I'm gonna jump back in my car, GPS it to my next location. I found a whole bunch of hidden gems, you guys, I haven't even heard of. Granted, I'm not from Kentucky, but still, I haven't heard of these locations before. And the next couple ones, I'm actually pretty excited. I may or may not be hitting one or two in Ohio. I know I said I really won't touch Ohio until winter months, but if it's a good location, why not? So, oh, don't beep at me. So, Paranormal Exposures will be live at Malvern tonight. Oh, nice. I'll definitely have to check that out. I'm actually going to get home tonight before like 10 o'clock, you guys. I am so excited because every stop that I'm doing is actually on my way home. I'm not having to deviate from my route whatsoever. So, yay me! Oh, car's coming. Gotta close the door. So, there it goes. Yeah, I got the Ohio plate. People keep looking at me weird. But, when I was driving up and down the streets, like just trying to see the different addresses that I was able to find that were mentioned in a couple of the articles that I read, people were just kind of like looking at me like, "What, are you lost?" No, I'm not lost. I'm just kind of looking around. But, all right, it's hot in this car. I got to start it. I will catch you guys at my next location. And I got to find coffee. I think I'm going to GPS to Starbucks first, as long as it's on my route. All right, guys, enjoy your Sunday. It's a 3-day weekend. I hope you guys are having a blast. I will catch you guys later. Love you. Mwah. Peace. And don't forget to be like Bree.